Does sleep seem to be a problem no matter what you do? Hey everyone, welcome back to the Brain Evolved channel. And today we're going to be talking about the much anticipated and much promised topic of why it's more difficult for older adults in particular to get the sleep that they need. So if you've ever found yourself awake at 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling, but feeling exhausted and wondering why you just can't get to sleep, then this is definitely the video for you. So let's get into it. So sleep is incredibly important, but as we age, falling asleep and staying asleep just becomes more difficult. And there are a lot of different reasons for that. So let's talk about them. And to be clear, sleep is incredibly important. It's like when your brain is hitting a reset button. It helps to consolidate things that you learned during the day. It's also the time when buildup and toxins are cleared out of your brain. And so getting good rest is incredibly important for your cognitive health. And as we age, different things can kind of mess with our ability to sleep the way we'd like. And the first one of these that I'm going to talk about has to do with hormones. In particular, something called melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that tells your body when to go to sleep and when to stay asleep. And as we age, our body unfortunately produces less of this hormone. So this can make it harder for older adults to both initiate sleep and to stay asleep. Additionally, older adults often experience a shift in their circadian rhythm, which has them going to bed earlier and waking up earlier too. Additionally, research suggests that as we age, our sleep cycles change too. And this means that we spend less time in our deep sleep stages like the REM cycle, which is unfortunate because the REM cycle is incredibly important and not something that we want to neglect. There are a bunch of different health conditions whose incidence increase as we age that make it difficult to sleep. Things like sleep apnea, arthritis, and just different kinds of joint pain can really make it tough to get a good night's rest. And on top of just having those conditions, there's the medications that go with them, which have their own set of side effects, which can also impact sleep. Unfortunately, for some older adults that are in that position, it's really like a 1-2 punch for your sleep. And that can be incredibly frustrating, which of course doesn't help your ability to get to sleep. Another thing that makes it more difficult for older adults to get to sleep has to do with just general lifestyle changes. So as we retire, our life changes a lot. You don't have a set schedule anymore, which means that your life is just more flexible, which is great in some aspects of your life, but not so much for your sleep. When it comes to sleep, we really need to stick to those strict sleep and bedtime routines to make sure that we get the best sleep possible. Another thing that can't be ignored is stress and anxiety. Whether it's worrying about your sleep or some of the other worries and stresses that come with aging, like being a caregiver, finances, or just life in general. Sometimes our minds just don't want to shut off at bedtime. So if you find yourself laying in bed replaying conversations that happened 10 years ago, don't worry, you're not alone. Stress and anxiety is a major disruptor for sleep. And unfortunately, it just doesn't care how old you are. So while older adults are out there struggling against lower hormone production of melatonin, disrupted sleep cycles, health conditions, pain, medications, stress, and anxiety, the good news is that there are things that we can do to get our sleep into a better state. So if you haven't already, please check out our other video on sleep to learn some great techniques to help get your sleep back on track, no matter what your age. And if you liked the information and the content in this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any other great tips. Sweet dreams, everyone.